Hello friends. So in last video lecture we have learned about the loss of biodiversity with some examples as well as some informations. And today we are going to learn about the very important and interesting question, and the title of question is causes or the reasons of biodiversity losses. Okay, so remember this question was asked in the Gujarat board examination held in the March 2020. Okay, so this question was asked in board examination. So see the title, different type of reasons of biodiversity losses, and in this question we will learn about the four main reasons. So for this question we will use the same method of the easy language notes. Okay, see the question, the title is reasons means causes of biodiversity losses. It is most important question. Okay, now see point number 1. We can say that the accelerated rates of species extinctions that the world is facing now are largely because of the human activities. Okay, in short we can say that for all this situation, for all the species extinction, human activities are responsible. Okay, so you will remember only human activities are responsible for all this extinction of species. There are four major causes. Okay, four major causes means four major reasons which are known as the evil quadrant. So underline, we have the new name, it is one liner question, the evil quadrant. Okay, so now we will see the name of the evil quadrant. The first one is habitat loss and fragmentation. So first evil quadrant is habitat loss and fragmentation. It is the first reason. Second one is over exploitation. Third one is alien species invasions, and fourth one is about the coexistence. Okay, so we have the total four reasons. So now we will learn these all four reasons one by one. Okay, see the first reason. First of all we will learn about the habitat loss and fragmentation. See, in this title two different words are there. First one is habitat loss, means losing of the particular habitat, destruction of particular habitat, and second one is what? Second one is fragmentation of a native habitat. Okay, so let's learn first point. This is the most important cause driving animals and plants to the extinction. So underline, it is one liner question. Blank is the most important cause for the extinction of animals as well as plants. The answer will be habitat loss and fragmentation. Okay, so first point, habitat loss and fragmentation is the most important cause driving animals and plants to the extinction. Now see point number 2, we can say that the most dramatical example of this. Okay, so now let's learn about the one example. We have one location will be tropical rainforest. Okay, now see first point, before this region covering more than 14% of Earth's surface, but now cover not more than 6%. Okay, so they are being destroyed fast. So see point number 2, we are talking about the one particular habitat, means one particular location, and the location will be what? The location will be tropical rainforest. So before so many years this tropical rainforest covering more than 14% of Earth's surface, but now they are going to cover not more than 6%. It means, see, numbers are going to be decreases, means percentage are decreases from 14% to the 6% only, means they are being destroyed fast. Now see point number 3, we can say that the Amazon rainforest. Okay, again we are talking about the world's greatest biodiversity, which is known as the Amazon rainforest. See, it is known as the lungs of the planet. So first point, million of species of herbs is being cut and cleared. Okay, for what? For the cultivating soya beans or the conservation to grassland for raising beef cattle. It means we can say that maximum million of species of plants. Okay, so million of species of plants are being cut and cleared because of what? Because for the simple reason. First reason is cultivating the soybeans, for the cultivation of soybean, and second one is for the conversion to grassland for what? For raising the beef cattle. Okay, so you will remember these two reasons. These both are also one liner question. So in first page we have total 3 points. Okay, and first page is about the habitat loss and fragmentation. So see, first point is also the MCQ. It is very important, means this is the most important cause for the extinction. Second point, one example, tropical rainforest before 14%, after not more than 6%. And then we can say that Amazon rainforest, million species of plants because of what? Cultivating soybeans or the conversion to grassland for raising beef cattle. Okay, so first page is completed. Now see second page, point number 4. We can say that the degradation of many habitats by pollution also threatens the survival of new species or many species. It means if you are going to degrade, means if you are going to decrease the habitat by what? By the pollution. Okay, so because of the pollution, it is not easy to survive for the new species. Now see point number 5. See, point number 5 is about the fragmentation. You know the title of this question is what? The first reason was the habitat loss and fragmentation. So first 1, 2, 3 and 4 points are of the habitat loss, and point number 5 is of the fragmentation. See point number 5. When large habitats are broken up into small fragments, okay, because of the various human activities. For example, mammals and birds requiring large territories and certain animals with migratory habits are badly affected, leading to the population declines, population decreases. Okay, so if you are going to broken up the large habitat into small fragments, then it will directly affect to the mammals and birds, because mammals and birds requiring what? They requiring the large territories. Okay, and you know that the some mammals as well as some birds are one type of migratory organisms. So because of fragmentation, okay, because of fragmentation, the population will be affected badly. So first reason, habitat loss and fragmentation, is completed. So you will remember total 5 points for the first reason. Now see, we will talk about the next one. Now see, the second reason is the over exploitation. Point number 1, very interesting point. Humans, not humans but selfish humans. Selfish humans have always depended on nature for food and shelter, underline food and shelter. You know that the food and shelter are one type of basic need of human. So again, point number 1, humans have always depended on nature for what and what? For food as well as shelter. But when need turns into greed, it leads to over exploitation of the natural resources. Okay, so our need is not good, when our need is converted into greed, is not good for the natural resources. Okay, now see point number 2. We can say that many species extinctions in last 500 means 500 years were due to the over exploitation by the humans. Examples are Steller sea cow as well as passenger pigeon. So you will remember these both examples for the MCQ purpose. First example is Steller sea cow and second one is passenger pigeon. Point number 3. Presently, many marine fish populations around the world are over harvested, endangering the continued extinctions of some commercial important species. Okay, so it is also one type of threat towards the marine organism or the marine fish. So In second reason, we have total 3 points, okay, and some informations of MCQ. So you will remember this all. Now, if we talk about the third reason, the third reason is what? Third reason is alien species invasions. Okay, see, understand. Okay, so see, the third reason is alien species invasions. So first point, very interesting, when alien species, alien means you can say that the outer or the species which are not found in a particular ecosystem or habitat or region. So when alien species are introduced deliberately for whatever purpose, some of them turn invasive and cause decreases or extinction of the indigenous species. Okay, what is the meaning of indigenous? Indigenous means the existing, means what? The means native species. Okay, it means when we are going to introduce the alien species, this alien species will affect the indigenous species. Okay, now see, we will understand this with the example. So in point number 2, some examples are there. The Nile perch, okay, introduced into Lake Victoria. So underline Lake Victoria, which is located in the East Africa, led to the extinction of an ecologically unique assemblage of more than 200, means 200 species of cichlid fish in the lake. It means, in short, we can say that in Lake Victoria, Nile perch were introduced, and because of introducing of Nile perch, 200 species of cichlid fish was infected or was affected. Okay, now see, point number 3, we can say that we must be familiar with the environmental damage caused and threat posed to our native species by invasive weed species like carrot grass, means Parthenium, lantana, and water hyacinth, means Eichhornia. Okay, so you know all these names. Now see, point number 4, we can say that the recent illegal introduction of the African catfish, okay, which is scientific name will be the Clarius gariepinus, for aquaculture purpose is posing a threat to the indigenous catfish in our river. So because of introducing of the African catfish, it is or it will affect on our native, means the indigenous catfishes in our river. And now we will talk about the last one. Last one is what? Last one is the fourth reason, which is known as the co-extinctions. Okay, first point, when a species becomes extinct, the plant and animal species associated with it in an obligatory way also become extinct. So you know that some organisms or some plants and animals are associated with each other. For example, species A is connected or associated with species B. So if species A will be extincted, then also species B will be extincted. Okay, so point number 2, when a host fish species become extinct, its unique assemblage of parasites also meet the same fate. Okay, so if host will be extincted, then parasite will also be extincted. Some examples are there. In the case of a co-evolved plant pollinator mutualism, where extinction of one invariably leads to the extinction of the other. Okay, so it's all about the fourth reason. See, the language is very much easier, so you will remember this all. And now we will learn this from the textbook. See, cause of biodiversity losses. Okay, important words. The accelerated rates of species extinctions that the world is facing now are largely due to human activities. There are 4 major causes which are known as the evil quadrant. Okay, first thing, habitat loss and fragmentation. This is the most important cause driving animals and plants to the extinction. The most dramatic example of habitat loss come from tropical rainforest. Underline tropical rainforest. once covering more than underline 14% of Earth's land surface. This rainforest now cover not more than 6%. So 14% MCQ, 6% MCQ. They are being destroyed fast. By the time you finish reading this chapter, 1,000 more hectares of rainforest would have been lost. Okay, the Amazon rainforest, which it is so huge that it is known as the lungs of the planet, harboring probably millions of species, is being cut and cleared for cultivating first reason soybeans or for conversion to grassland for raising beef cattle. Okay, besides total loss, the degradation of many habitats by pollution also threats the survival of many species. Now see, next one is what? When large habitats broken up into small fragments because of the various human activities, mammals and birds will be affected, because mammals and birds requiring huge or large territories and certain animals with migratory habits are badly affected, leading to the population decreases. Okay, now see, the second reason is what? Second reason is over exploitation. First one, humans have always depended upon nature for food and shelter, but you know that need turns to greed. Okay, so it is not good. Need turns into greed. Now see, the next second sentence, we can say that in last 500 years, shelter sea cow, passenger pigeon were extincted because of the over exploitation by humans. Presently, many marine fish population around the world are over harvested, endangering the continued existence of some commercial important species. Okay, now see, next one, third reason, you know that the alien species invasions. So you know that when alien species are introduced in a particular region, particular area, then it will badly affected to the indigenous, means native species. For example, first one is Nile perch introduced into Lake Victoria in East Africa lead eventually to the extinction of an ecological unique assemblage of more than 200 species of cichlid species in the lake. You must familiar with the environmental damage caused and threat posed to our native species by invasive weed species like underline carrot grass, then lantana, then water hyacinth, eichhornia. Next one, the recent illegal introduction of the African catfish. Okay, scientific name is also important, Clarius gariepinus, for aquaculture purpose is posing a threat to the indigenous catfish in our rivers. Now see, last one, we can say that co-extinctions. When a species becomes extinct, the plant and animal species associated with it in an obligatory way also become extinct. When a host fish species become extinct, its unique assemblage of parasite also made the same fate. Okay, it means if host will be extincted, then parasite will be also extincted. Another example is the case of the co-evolved plant pollinator mutualism, where extinction of one invariably leads to the extinction of the other. So thus we can say that total 4 causes are there. First one is cause of biodiversity losses. First one is habitat loss and fragmentation. Second one is over exploitation. Third one is alien species invasion, and fourth one is coexistence. Okay, sorry, fourth one is co-extinctions. Okay, so this question is very much important, so you will remember this question according to the theory. So this question is completed here. Thank you very much.